Okay. Okay. So let's start with a brief introduction about what is RDBMS, what OLAP systems will do, warehouses and all. So why we need to migrate the data, and what it will be doing with migrated data. Okay. So these kind of things we need to discuss first. So first, let's explain. Just I will explain only brief only. I won't go deep dive into the anything. Okay. So first we can think about RDBMS. So normally, why RDBMS will be using RDBMS means relational database management system. So normally, if you are using any mobile application data, okay, or any web applications, if you are ordering anything, something, okay, so how that system, data will be stored in the backend? So it will be form of the tables, or it will be stored in the files. Okay, so for that, if we want to read the data, then we can go for the any database management system. Okay, that can be anything. We have many RDBMS are there, like Oracle, SQL Server, and we are having MySQL. Kind of many things are there like that. So these RDBMS systems will capture the only transactional data. Okay, means record by record it will be processed. Okay, so you are the customer, he is the customer, you are the customer. So all the customers, if he opens the Amazon website in with his account, so whatever he is ordering, and if he is updating his profile information, so everything will be stored as a single record. Okay, transactions maybe day to day it will be changing, but whatever his profile information is there, right? So that will be completely stored in the single record only. So inside the again there will be the system needs to define. Okay, we need to segregate the data completely. So personal information separately, addresses. If normally people will be living in different places and working in different places, and some based on some address. Okay, so if he is working in office, so he need to order to office address only. So instead of order home address, he should be ordering this one only, right? Office address. So like that, we will be saving the multiple addresses and all. So and also he will be maintaining the account details. So that will be storing as a that complete information will be stored in the separate table, and sometimes he will be getting some coupon codes. Okay, so that coupon codes will be maintaining separately. Okay, so the coupon codes and all these things are all automatically populating. Okay, of course, product details, everything will be stored at the one level. That is different table. Different table. Amazon website will be just I'm explaining with some real time scenario. May not use or may be using Oracle. I'm not sure, but just I'm saying. Okay, so like that means they are like that their data will be saving in the different tables with some relationship. So all the places which is a contact is candidate ID. Okay, that profile who. So for that definitely the that your ID will be generated, that will be unique queue. Okay, that will not with same username, maybe we having different people. Okay, but normally if we generated one ID, that will be unique to that. Even if he say with same name, people are multiple people comes also, it won't duplicate. All the times it will be referring the only IDs only. So that we can say primary key. It should not be null, and it should not be unique. It should not be unique queue. Okay, so in that way we need to maintain not only for the personal information table, for all the places, even address ID, even payment ID, not payment ID, what we can say, yeah, payment ID we can consider. Okay, for storing the key, multiple cards. Okay, so every place, every table will be generating the one unique IDs. Okay, that will be storing in the table, that will be referring in the while joining the tables. By using joining all the tables, normally invoice will be generated. Okay, so whenever you are ordering the if you are ordering in the Amazon website, so customer information will in end of the order, we will be it will be generating the order. Correct, right? So normally it won't store any invoice table won't store anything. Only product table is different. Only product ID will be selected from the product table, and from candidate profile ID profile table, it will be selecting the profile ID, and payment details, payment ID only will be receiving. Address ID only will be receiving. Okay, and let's say seller details also. Okay, even same way how customers are creating their profiles, na, same way sellers also will be creating the profiles. Okay, so that profile, that seller ID details also will pick from the seller table. So all the tables by joining this one, they will be creating the invoice ID. So invoice ID, how many number of orders, what product you are selecting, that product ID will be selecting from the product table, the description information will be selecting from the product table, customer ID will be selecting from the customer table. That while joining the while opening the website itself, normally that will be using, right? So that profile information will be taken from this one. So finally, how much quantity you are taking, okay, so address details, everything, by utilizing all the tables, invoice will be generated. That is complete transactional data. Okay, so you understood, right, what is transactional data? Even same thing you can assume for banking details also. Okay, there will be credit card generation and loans. Okay, how they will see, we are having everything, but still you are getting the advertisements and all, you, they will be suggesting how they will do that one. Okay, based on the your previous history, what you purchased, how you are purchasing, whether you are purchasing with online or offline, or you are preferring the cash and delivery kind of things. Okay, which type of product? So all the times if you are purchasing beauty products, you are more interesting on the beauty products, so that's why they will be sending that one. So how immediately, how they will send the details, how they will send that advertisement to you, even if you are say, opening your system. So all the times you can see whatever you are searching continuously. So those type of things only you will be getting the advertisements, right? Normally everybody will observe, even if you don't know anything about database or anything, but still you can get that one, what we are getting the advertisements and all. So how they are sending the details, so based on your search history and your order history and your utilization of your web. So yeah. Oh, so okay, sorry. I don't see any request. Okay, so based on your previous history only, they will be sending the advertisement. So what is that? System will analyze, or somebody will analyze. Okay, or Amazon website will analyze. Okay, there may be any chance. Maybe sometimes Google only, by searching Google Chrome, if you are searching this one, so with searching whatever you are searching, based on that only we will be getting the analysis. Maybe they are using database or something else, maybe with some different applications also. Normally people will be doing the analysis. Okay, if you consider the database kind of things, so based on your what you did earlier, what you searched earlier, based on that only they will be sending the advertisements. So what we can say, that one is, that is the analysis. Okay, you understood, right, what is transactional, what is analysis? Transactional means record by record process, means whatever customers are following, whatever customers are ordering, whatever you are updating, so all the things, it will be one record only will be updated. But analysis is not like that. So based on your history, search history, your order history, okay, based on your utilization of web history, okay, means history means previous data. Okay, so based on your previous data, they will be analyzing the system, and they will be sending some suggestions to you. Okay, that can be you over mail, or that can be with advertisement, that can be with some SMS, anything. Okay, but they will be sending some suggestions for you. Okay, that completely we can say based on the analysis part. Okay, so for that, normally we can say that the type of environments in the database side, that we can say OLAP. Okay, so RDBMS, application wide data, transactional data, whatever we are using, right? So that we can say OLTP, online transactional process. Okay, you are clear, right, what is OLTP, what is OLAP, just for your understanding. Okay, now let's take one bank example. Bank. Let's take this one only. Amazon, whatever we are following. Okay. So some people will be using the mobile applications. Some people will be using the web. Some people will be using the tab app. Mobile apps also will be there. Not mobile app. Laptop. Okay, system apps will be there. Somebody will be using the iOS. Okay, so storing of the finally the data will be storing in the different environment, but you are getting the data from different applications. Okay, so here if you consider that normally seller information, so they need to do analysis for the seller also. So let's take one seller, always he is posting fake products, in-quality products. Okay, he need to check the quality all the times. Okay, so maybe one or two products may be defective, but directly he won't reject that one. Okay, maybe let's take he is posting 100 products, in that one or two may be defective, that's okay, he will accept. But all the times let's take some actual product is 10 rupees, but all the times he is increasing the price and he is keeping his margin over 100% or 200%, but still he is posting with this one only. So means analysis for seller also required, customers also required, for orders also required, even area based. Okay, area based data. Let's take in South India normally little bit hot. So normally that what we can say, some winter products may not sell, not that much this one, right? In north side, winter products will be selling more. Okay, so based on area and based on season, winter time, what type of products we need to sell more. Summer time, what type of products will sold out. Okay, these kind of analysis means you are getting data from seller side, and you will be getting from regional wise. Okay, and customer side, and also you need to think of payment side also. Sometimes bank will be giving the discounts, card discount. Okay, even debit card, credit card, some Amex card, pay letter, credit. Okay, even some other third party tools like Bajaj Finance. Okay, these kind of things. The so means that payment analysis also will be doing which bank is giving more offers. Okay, so that analysis will be done completely done by Amazon team. Okay, so how they will do daily, they cannot run the queries, they cannot take the data, and they cannot think that one. So what they will do, they will collect the data, and that it will be automate that one process, analysis process also they will automate. If you are searching something, automatically you will be getting the suggestion. Means already somebody automated your orders, your history and all. Okay, based on your search history, somebody automated. So that automation is called analysis, OLAP systems. Okay, so as of now, earlier people will be using the many environments for analysis purpose, like ETL jobs, ETL products like Informatica, Data Stage. Okay, these kind of products will be using. Okay, so that will be connecting with some RDBMS systems. They will take the data, maybe that different frequency, maybe every 5 minutes, every 10 seconds, maybe possible, right? Even if you are searching 5 minutes, immediately you will be getting the this one. Means your data will be processed already based on your search history. Data is already processed, maybe fraction of seconds also possible. Okay, so by connecting these RDBMS systems, somebody is doing analysis for you. Okay, so this process we can say, this process we can say OLAP. So for that, people will be using some like I said right already. Okay, I said already, like ETL system, Informatica, Data Stage, Teradata, okay, Vertica, these kind of environments people will be as of now people are using. These are all completely on-premises environment. Of course, nowadays informative kind of things already came cloud environments, but just we can assume till now we are using the on-premises environment. Some there is a drawbacks with on-premises systems. Already, I think everybody knows that one, like maintainability, employee, all people always upgrading. For lower means older versions or older technologies, people won't prefer. Going forward, they cannot find the people also for that. Especially you might already experience that one. If client is asking for the older technologies, they cannot find the people. Simply they will groom and they will work with them, right? So the one is maintainability and cost effective. Okay, because first you need to purchase the products and you need to maintain, you need to create the environment for that everything. Already everybody knows that cloud features what will be there. Okay, so that cloud features will not be there with on-premises systems. Okay, so that's why client nowadays moving to the cloud environments. Okay, so cloud environments. So whatever they are using the OLAP systems, right? So that they are moving to the cloud environments. So here also we are having many options like Redshift, Snowflake, one of the best what we can say analytical tool. Okay, if it is working as ETL or ELT, again there will be different ETL, ELT. ETL means extract, transform, load. And means before loading to the final table, data will be extracted and processing your data. Okay, that we can say ETL. ELT means we can extract the data from the RDBMS. First, we can load the data into the one system. There you can analyze. Okay, so this process we can say ELT. So of course, this completely comes under OLAP only. Okay, so any process company will follow, but they are using the nowadays cloud environments. Okay, so in that Redshift, Amazon Redshift, this one Snowflake, and we are having some other as well.
Google BigQuery, Azure
Yeah,
Synapse.
Google BigQuery, Azure Synapse. Okay, these kind of things people are using for analysis purpose for in cloud environments. So let's discuss about our Snowflake only. So compared to other
Snowflake ELD, right?
ELT or ETL, we can use anything. Okay, before loading the data, we can process also. Okay, like if you take example Azure Data Factory. Okay, before loading the data itself, before loading the data into Snowflake itself, we can transforms. You know, right?
Yes,
Transformations, everything, everybody
yes.
like filtering or grouping or ordering. So in these kind of things, we can say normally ordering. We can say transformations. Okay, this transformation before loading the data into the Snowflake environment, it can be processed with ADF. Okay, there will they will be connecting some Databricks notebooks, and there they will be doing the these transformations and all. Okay, so
Snowflake support both ELT and
ELT and ETL
ELT.
will support. Okay, by with a specific advantage with Snowflake is it will be easy to use. Normal developer, RDBMS developer easily can handle Snowflake. There is no doubt at all. Okay, so because one Oracle person, one Teradata person, those two people along with one more person is there, one cloud architect. These three people only developed the Snowflake. So complete syntax with RDBMS will be supporting the Snowflake. Okay, that's where if you know SQL, easily you can work with the Snowflake. Just it's matter of 10 classes. That's it. Snowflake features you need to know, then directly you can run that one. So everybody knows how to create the Snowflake account, everything, right? So no need to explain that one. So what are all the roles and what is the warehouse, what is the storage? Okay, that things no need to discuss. Okay, let's come to the project. Just this is about before starting the project, I am giving the just one theoretical brief. Okay, let's comes to the okay. So all what I said, what was
ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ జనరేట్ అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ జనరేట్ అయినప్పుడు ఆ ఫైల్లో మొత్తం ఫ్యాక్స్ డైమెన్షన్స్ అన్ని
ఆల్రెడీ సిస్టమ్ అప్లికేషన్ రాస ఇప్పుడు వచ్చేసి లెట్స్ టేక్ ఇన్వాయిస్ టేబుల్. Invoice is generating means it's a fact table. There, what you are maintaining IDs of the customer, IDs of the payment, IDs of the address. Okay, these things only you are maintaining, right?
there does it generate files in separate table, in the form of separate customer table, order table,
Yeah, and the
order
auto populate.
separately.
Okay, if you are ordering something, automatically it will populate the data in the tables. That is transactional base, transactional data. Okay, అదంతా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయాలంటే మళ్ళీ
Yes,
పూర్తి
yes.
ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది పూర్తి సిస్టమ్.
ఓకే.
జస్ట్ హై లెవెల్లో జస్ట్ ఊరికే మనం చెప్పుకోబోయేది. ఓకేనా, జస్ట్ ఇగ్నోర్ దట్ వన్. సో యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నౌ Just I am explaining the project. I am not explaining complete DLT,
Okay.
ETL, okay, RDBMS, OL, these kind of things I am not explaining. Just for brief, I am saying. Okay, so let's take already analysis project is running in the on-premises environment. So how it will be? Can anybody can tell that one? Already I explained. Okay, so let's take RDBMS environment, where you will be getting the data for analysis from RDBMS. That you clear, right? Okay, RDBMS. What are all the RDBMS systems?
Oracle, MySQL,
MySQL, Oracle,
SQL Server.
Okay, so let's take people are using some Oracle data. Okay, there may be chance to work use some other DBMS also, because features may different one DBMS to another DBMS. Oracle is highly secure and but it is a too cost. RDBMS, right? MySQL is very easy with the free without cost, that one MySQL. Okay, so easily we can use it. Let's take where we'll be using the Oracle data, very sensitive information wherever you are having, definitely that's required. Even though it is a cost, we should maintain the data in the Oracle only, because a security feature required, high level security required. Okay, MySQL is not that much secure, but it is free versions also there. Okay, so that is one thing. SQL server also will be getting. Okay, even SQL server will be using for the analysis purpose also, that everybody knows already, I guess. Okay, next we'll take any another environment anybody knows. MS SQL, that is SQL server only.
SQL Server.
Anybody knows any other DBMS? Okay, let's take some other environments are there. Okay, some Sybase,
Postgres.
Sybase, Postgres. Okay,
No SQL.
okay. Let's assume we are receiving data for analysis purpose from different applications. That can be okay. Let's take here usage of that one. Here this will be using for the transactions. Okay, let's take if somebody ordered, maybe the order got failed or a customer wants to refund. So before doing the refund, you should check the transactional data what he did earlier. Okay, so that should be maintained separately and also properly with security. Somebody may in employees also can do for fraud, right? So for that he should maintain the proper security features. Third person should not allow, only insert will be allowed, only update will be allowed. Okay, these kind of features we need to maintain. Of course, all DBMSs will support. Just for assumption, I'm saying. Okay, some sensitive data will be maintaining the Oracle transactional data. I'm saying. Okay, so MySQL, I am assuming it's a free. Just I am assuming free. Of course, paid versions also there, but assuming free. So just a customer daily people will be creating the accounts. Maybe for dummy purpose, if you are getting any offer for new user, people will be creating new account and directly ordering the place. Okay, just I am assuming. Maybe after some time, after a few days, he may not use that one. Okay, data may go archive. Okay, so that let's customer data will be maintaining in the MS SQL. Just assumption purpose only. Don't consider this one complete. Okay, based on your order history. Okay, orders everything they are maintaining in the some SQL server. Okay, seller information also required, right? The seller information is storing in the some Sybase. And logistics also required, right? Definitely they need to tie up with logistic companies like eCart, some delivery this one is there, right? So they need to tie up with logistic companies. They will be maintaining the proper warehouse for that. Warehouse history, where means normally people will be selling somewhere. Okay, that will be traveling, that will be moving to another place. Okay, so bulk they will send. Individual products they cannot send. Okay, they will collect every place. Sellers will be there. Every place customers will be there, but they need to interchange. Okay, so they need proper maintenance of that one. If how much they are reducing the movement, okay, or how much they are maintaining the total quantity of the products, okay, means number of trips they will get benefit. Otherwise they cannot, means for logistics itself only they need to pay more things, right? So they need to tie up with proper companies, so for that also analysis required. Okay, just for example I'm saying that maybe may not. Okay, okay, all warehouse information will be stored in the Postgres. Okay, so if you want to run your Amazon business, you should be having all the data, customer detail, transaction details, seller details, orders, and logistics, everything you should have. Okay, but you are maintaining the data in the different environments. So what you have to do, if you want to do analysis, all the data you should take into the one place. Okay, that we can say warehouse. Okay, so you understood, right? Warehouse word, what is that meaning, underlying meaning. I'm not saying exact definitions in whatever we are having in the systems, just general meaning, your understanding purpose I'm saying. Okay, so you need all the information, all the data for the entire company, for entire entire component, we can say component, that one. So each uh, each scenario we can say component, one okay, right? So everything, all the data we should have one place, that we can say warehouse. Okay, so let's keep this complete data in the warehouse. Okay, so if you have the complete warehouse data, you will be doing the analysis. Okay, so which systems are, as of now we are using them for analysis purpose, before cloud, like Teradata, SQL Server also using for analysis purpose, SSIS and all, and Teradata, and we are having Vertica. Okay, some ETL tools, Informatica. So these kind of things they are using as of now. Okay, so directly I will write the ETL tool. Okay, I will assume in Teradata only. Teradata, Hadoop, this kind of things. Okay, Teradata. Let's take some UTL tool, Informatica. Okay, so these three environments they are using for the analysis. Just assume that one. Normally Amazon website means they will be using multiple tools, not three. Maybe they will be using the more than 10 also. Okay, they will be connected with Oracle data. They will be, this is complete sensitive information, right? Let's assume. Okay, so they will be doing with in a high level features, high level security features, which ETL will be maintaining. With that only they will be maintaining the analysis for that. Okay, sometimes Oracle may not connect with Informatica, just I'm assuming. Definitely it will be connecting, just I'm assuming. Okay, MySQL may not support to connect the Teradata. Okay, SQL Server may not to connect the Hive. Okay, let's assume. Okay, these kind of scenarios may come sometime. So for that also they will be maintaining the different ETL tools. There is a chance. Okay, if supports, even they can use multiple systems, but that source system should support utilize the another ETL tool. Okay, so for that also they will be maintaining the different ETL tools. Okay, so let's take your analysis scripts will be running in the these many environments. Okay, so Hive means, let's come to, okay, so Hadoop. Hadoop data means what type of data can handle? Can anybody tell?
Analysis data.
Analysis data that can be CSV, means Excel data we may receive. Okay, some let's take some Java applications is generating the data, that can be definitely JSON data. Okay, some Java some other environments may generate the XML data. Okay, so different kinds of data they will be generating. Okay, we need to handle. Okay, the like Hadoop will handle all the types of data, like HBase data. While file format is there, HBase. Okay, that they cannot another file formats, means Teradata Informatica, we can't process that data, but we are receiving that type of such type of data. So for that definitely required high, this one only Hive. Either Hive you need to use or HBase you need to use. So that comes, everything comes under Hadoop. Okay, so just assume for that type of data they are maintaining the Hadoop environment for analysis purpose. Okay, some transactional data. Complete transactional data means it's a complete record by record process. Already explained that one. Okay, so that type of data easily we can integrate with the Teradata systems. Okay, Teradata also database only, but it is for analysis purpose. Its cost, disk cost is low, and warehouse cost, everything will be low compared to RDBMS kind of things. So that's why people will be using Teradata also. Okay, but compared to cloud it will be cost, but compared to RDBMS it will be low cost. Okay, and also performance will be high. Okay, so let's take for this transactional data kind of things, people will be using the Teradata for analysis purpose. Okay, so let's take the Hadoop is handling in our system some CSV format. Okay, some Parquet files. Assuming everybody knows what is Parquet files and all. Okay, so Avro files, I will explain that one later. Okay, Avro files and JSON format. Okay, JSON format. So this type of data handling by the Hadoop team as of now. Okay, let's take Teradata is handling transactional data that is coming from only Oracle. Just I'm assuming that may be changed, but just I am for assuming purpose. Okay, some microservices are generating the data, XML. Okay, that is handling by the Informatica. మేబీ మీకు బోర్ కొట్టొచ్చేది ఆల్రెడీ తెలుసు కాబట్టి, కాకపోతే వీళ్ళకి తెలీదు, వీళ్ళకి తెలుసు. మళ్ళీ కొంతమంది ఉన్నారు జస్ట్ ఓకే, జస్ట్ బేర్ మీ దట్ వన్. Informatica is handling, let's take some XML data. Okay, so these three environments they are maintaining. So Hadoop, how they will maintain the how they will do the analysis? Definitely SQL statements only. Okay, na? So you should be having the source tables. There may be having the objects like views. Okay, there may be indexes. Definitely performance activities required. So for that we need to maintain the some index kind of things. Some performance technique we should use. OLAP systems means definitely everybody will face the problems, performance issues especially, because sometimes data availability will be there, unavailability will be there, and more data will come one day. Let's take one season will come, some like big billion days. Okay, one day will get more orders, normal days may not get more orders, but you should maintain the proper server for that to process your data. So you will be maintaining, you should have the such to handle that situation you should have the proper clusters for that. Okay, whereas we can say clusters. Okay, so that setup you should have. Okay, what I'm saying, files for file handling. So in Hadoop, for handling the CSV, we can say we will be using the, just assuming the Hive. Okay, normally files only, finally data will be storing in the files only with comma separated value. CSV means, okay, that file will be treated as a one table, and it will be reading the, by using schema. Schema columns are there, right? So just by assumption the column headers, it will be reading the data. Okay, there will be options, may not use headers, may be using headers. There will be options for analysis purpose, for processing purpose. So let's assume, okay, CSV data we will be having just reading the file. And same way Parquet files, Parquet will, how the data will be stored, your entire record will be storing as a one column. Okay, so let's take just for example, unrelated example, ice cream box. If you are keeping horizontally, you cannot pick downside from down. If you are picking vertically, means easily can pick your one ice cream. Okay. So same way, columnar. If you are having many number of records, you can pick whatever record you need. So if you have a column header, easily you can pick that record, right? So if you are maintaining horizontally, you need to scan each and every level. You need to check. Okay, which color, which taste, everything you need to check complete horizontal. Let's take 100 columns are there in the table. You need to scan 100 fields for each record. But if you are maintaining vertically means your entire record will be storing as a column, means if you see the column header, that's enough. But if you are maintaining the horizontally, if you want to see next record header, you have to scan till end. Again, you should come to the next record. I think you understood, right? So what is the columnar format? So normally for performance activity, okay, scanning purpose, people will be using the Parquet file format, especially wherever you are facing the performance issues and storage also. With storage compression, everything will be maintained in the Parquet. Okay, so Hadoop, this Parquet, I think you understood. Avro, actually this is a row based. This will be maintaining normal table how it is storing. Same way, Avro will be storing, but there will be some compression encryption will be there with that. So let's take you will be maintaining some audit data. Okay, customer care is there. So you are doing transactional. Okay, whole transaction you will be using for the analysis purpose. Let's take some 100 after 100 days, you need some you get some complaint with that order. So what you have to do, if you want to search in the world table, RDBMS table, that will be cost. Normally RDBMS data, the people won't maintain complete data in the RDBMS. Okay, some periodically they will maintain the partitions, world partitions they will be using for the RQ. Okay, so but it is a transactional data. Okay, so if you want to do small updation, if you are 1 TB data, in that only you are updating 1 MB data. Okay, so if you want to do RDB in RDBMS that update, it will take more time because RDBMS systems record by record process. So normally people will be using in the HBase kind of things, row base, Avro kind of formats they will be using wherever you are having the less DML operations. Okay, so that time you will be going for the particular ID and it will be processed. But instead of RDBMS cost and all, it will be less in the analytical system, especially audit kind of things. Okay, just Avro files, JSON files, everybody knows that one. From any applications nowadays, people are generating the JSON data or XML that will be flexible to pass the data from one environment to the another environment. Okay, generating CSV file is difficult actually. You need to maintain the proper delimiters, line delimiters, and optionally enclosed if you have any single quotes or double quote. So maintain of these kind of things very difficult normally. So real time to change the, if you want to change the environment, if you want to pass the data from one environment to another environment, normally people will be converting into the JSON and that or XML, because schema specific, it is not the schema specific. If you are getting multiple levels, means nested data, they easily maintain. But if you want to maintain such kind of things, Venu, please go on mute. Venu, please go on mute. Okay, so means CSV format means let's take few table, few columns you are not entering the data, few columns only you are entering the data, but you should maintain the all the times with empty values with comma separator. But if you are maintaining in the JSON, no need to maintain. You need to mention the key value, inside that value will be there. If you are specifying the key, then only you will be entering the value. Okay, even if you don't getting the particular columns, then no need to enter the data. Okay, so maintenance will be easy compared to JSON, but extraction wise there will be little difficult. But overall, the maintenance understanding of the data will be easy compared to CSV data, because you will be having all the times key values and values. So by seeing the data itself, easily can understand. But if you are maintaining in CSV, you should be referring the first column header. You should file header. You should search. Okay, which column and which delimiter, where exactly it is maintaining. So that you need to check in the CSV. Okay, so that's why people will be using the mostly JSON file. Even XML also easy compared to that one. So you understood, right? Just what is the file formats and how utilizing that one. Okay, let's take even HBS also is there. HBS also I said already, right? Transactional data for world data purpose. It is one of the file format. Okay, you may not understand why HBS will use separately, but let's assume we are having different file formats. We are receiving data from the different applications that we are processing in the Hadoop environment. Okay, Hive means you will be maintaining the HQL files. Okay, definitely at the end of the day, how we will do the analysis with the help of SQL statements only. Whether maybe different language will be there. Okay, MongoDB means MQL, MongoDB query language. Okay, separate language. Some syntax will be there, but definitely will be using some query language for that. Okay, so let's take that Hive queries means you can say if you are storing your queries in the table, if you are queries in storing in the one file, that file we can say HQL file. Okay, Hive query language, that we can say that one. Okay, let's Teradata procedures. Teradata procedures are there, SQL statements are there, everything. Normally inside that one, insert update delete operations only will be there inside the statement, inside the file. That's it. For analysis purpose, that's it only, right? Okay, so let's take before that I will explain how it will be scripts, how we will maintain. Okay, so first you are having source table. Okay, so let's take some, you got some transactional data. Okay, some 1 lakh records you are receiving one day. Okay, so in that let's take, he will be continuously searching in the online. Okay, let's assume he will be ordering very rare yearly once. Okay, I will be searching but I won't purchase anything. Okay, he will be regularly, even if you want chocolate also, he will be ordering online only. He is having Prime account. Okay, but we don't have Prime account because he may not use. And for me not required at all, just only search for checking that what are all the products are there. Okay, so he will be he is checking for the offers. Okay, product offers. Okay, he want to do analysis, but all complete data where you are receiving in transactional table only, right? So based on your search history, you need to filter the data. So so whoever means account is have he has account, whoever having the accounts, but they won't purchase, that analysis need. Okay, so for that he need to prepare one table. Okay, one file he need for that. Okay, let's take my example. So I will always searching, but I won't purchase any product. So for this type of customers details I need. Okay, whoever always purchasing the data, whoever purchasing the products from the website. Okay, so those details need. Whoever using website for purchasing the products or this one, I need the details. For that, some specific set of data required for that. Okay, whoever ordering continuously means for them definitely Prime will be useful. So for which type of customers need Prime accounts? He wants to do advertisements for selling the products, even purchasing the giving the subscription, this one also selling only, because for subscription purpose he is getting some money, right? So that is also one of the product from him. Okay, so like that he wants analysis, like that he wants customer details. Same way maybe sellers, same way maybe for logistics, he need analysis data for each and every area, each and every case. Then he need to prepare the data for that. So how you will prepare? You will be maintaining some different tables, right? Okay, how you will do? just by
Based upon the data, we will-
always you need to search the transactional table only. There only you can get the complete data. You cannot get with the other tables. So all the times you need to search the this one only. But all the times you cannot write the statements, right? You need to maintain the separate table for that. Whoever having the account and he won't purchase anything. Okay, so for that he need to maintain the separate table. And whoever need prime accounts, whoever having the account, whoever needs the account, so separately maintain the
One table.
one separate tables. Whoever for search history, if you want to whoever people what type of products, even area wise also see the South India people what they will search, Tamil Nadu people what they will search, North India people what they will search, East. Okay, so such type of things analysis they need, like, right? So in North India they need actually more this what we can say sweater kind of things. Just I'm assuming thermo kind of products. Okay, so that type of normal South Indian not required such type of products. So area wise they need analysis. So all the times they need to prepare the data separately from the transactional table only. They cannot take any from anywhere. Okay, they need to take the data from either transactional data, search history table, that kind of things only. So all for each and every area they need to prepare the scripts. Okay, so that we can say one level you need to filter the this type of data. In that again he need to search whoever rarely purchasing the people. Okay, means rarely purchasing means number of orders in the particular area or particular period. So this type of filters definitely all the places you need. Sometimes he will get sometimes he will put some name with different. Okay, sometimes Satish Andaluri, sometimes he put Satish, he will put. So but finally he will be referring the his ID only. But while ordering that time it may enters anything, but all the times he need some proper name. Okay, so select statement he will be doing the some in string or substring operations. Okay, sometimes he is length assume length is some 1,000 characters, just assuming. But in the invoice it may be you need to enter the 30 characters only, so you need to do substring. Okay, so these kind of in the select statement only you are doing transformations. Okay, so these kind of transformations, everything will be filters, applying the normal number functions, character functions, everything, case statements, whatever it may be, everything will be maintaining in the select statements only. That select statement data will be storing in the different levels of tables. Okay, in one company they will call one terminology level 1, level 2, level 3, or temporary table will be work tables, temporary tables. Okay, we may call any terminology. Okay, so source data will be having source data and work tables. So finally data will be storing in the target tables.
Target tables.
Okay, let's again, source data means your previous records. Let's take, I want to do daily. Okay, let's assume I have already till yesterday I have data. So I need to do analysis on today's data. Means today's data is
Transaction data.
not a transaction, delta data
Delta.
for only one day, periodical data. So till yesterday whatever data is there, that is historical data. Always you don't need to search for old data. You may receive daily you are getting the data from applications, right? Different applications. Okay, so whatever data you are coming getting data daily or periodically, right? So that we can say delta data. Okay, so data means history data plus delta
Data
data.
data.
Clear, right? Okay, so all the times you may not go with the history. Normally people will be doing the analysis based on the delta data only. Of course they will be maintaining the history tables, but already processed data where it will be. See, you are running job, ETL job. Okay, so that with the help of work tables you are inserting data daily into the target tables. Okay, so once you receive the delta data, again you will be process the only delta data, not for complete data. Sometimes you may use complete data also. Okay, so this is the delta data, you will be processing the data. Normally ETL process will be running completely on the delta data only. Okay, but history whatever you are using, right, so that you need to maintain in the target already processed data, we can say target tables. Clear, right? So where historical table will be using, where source table will be using, where temporary table will be using, where target table, this target table data will be using for generating the reports, or data science people will use, or you will be getting the some advertisement kind of things, right? So for that they will be reading from the some tables only. So that tables only we can say now here, this is the complete final target, that one. Okay, again there will be some different scenarios where you need to combine many tables and you need to share the data, but it is the already processed data.
Yes.
Okay, clear, right? So here source data, what is source data? History plus delta data. Again you will be having the data tables like static tables. Let's assume stay in a country is there. Okay, let's say as Amazon is doing all over the world, but they are maintaining the data all the places, of course. In India they will be running with some different applications, in US they will be running with some different applications. Okay, some tools maybe. Okay, how they are maintaining okay, that will be different cases. Okay, but let's take India. He is frequently changing the states or districts addresses, no, right? This will be static data. So states, if you are selecting the state, all the times you will be you will be getting the some 28 states only, you won't get much. That's it, right? If you are selecting the country as India, means it won't frequently change the data. Even if you are changing the state, you will be getting the in that particular state what are all the districts are there. Okay, it's a based on previous filter, the data will be filtered again, but it won't change frequently. Sometimes it may change. Okay, if any district this one is happening, so that may be chance, but rarely. It won't change any times. Okay, these type of tables we can say static tables. These tables will be using inside the, right? If I need India data, means you should have the filter, definitely geographical filter required. I need only AP data, so definitely geographical filter required. So but this complete static table, right? So rarely changing that one, just understanding purpose I am saying. Okay, this type of tables will be using. Clear, right? So now you can say how the data will be analysis in the Hive file, HQL file. Okay, so in HQL scripts you will be having the some insert statements, insert override statement, update statement, delete statements will be there. Okay, from the particular table, from the target table only you will be doing that one. Finally, data will be set. If you have multiple levels of transformations, you will be using the work tables, or if you have only one level of transformations, then directly you will be using the target as a target table. Okay, so that will be using with the delta data. Clear, right? So already now coming to our actual case, we are how to migrate the project into the one system to another system. As of now, we are maintaining the data scripts, everything in the Hive environment. Now we need to migrating into the Snowflake. So Hive side, what and all will be there? Objects, right? Objects like tables, views,
Functions.
functions. Yeah, functions. Okay. Next,
Store procedures.
store procedures.
Log.
Okay, some indexes. So let's assume we are having n number of objects are there. So if you want to migrate this you're going forward, this Hive environment will not be there. You will be having the only Snowflake environment. So you should convert all the objects or not,
Yes, yes. We have to
because
transfer
this
it.
syntaxes may not support in the target system. Our target is Snowflake. So you should convert all these things into the Snowflake. Okay. So what you need to do as a developer responsibility. So as a developer, you should convert first you should have the tables. Whatever you are having in the source system, you should have the in target as well. Then only, right? Normally data will be received from applications. That won't disturb. We won't disturb. Just we are replacing Hive with Snowflake. That's it. Okay. So means you should have the whatever tables, the metadata information in the Hive system, that should be maintaining in the Snowflake. So first you need to convert the tables. Okay. Even views. Because syntax may not support. You directly cannot use that one. I will show you few scenarios. Hive details how it will be. Okay, just I am showing one scenario. So table is I don't create table statement. Okay. Okay. See this one DDL how it will be. Oh, right. Ini అదిలేదు కదా.
Sir, కనిపిస్తుంది.
ఇక్కడ. Okay. So let's assume Hive table is like this. Okay. So create external table means, because HDFS people will be creating as a external table. So normally, of course, manager table will be there, but that rarely will be using. Real time people will be using the external table, and also it is the partition table. You will be having the many number of columns. Okay, there will be different data types. Okay, so it is partitioned by date column, and also where it's stored as a file format as a Parquet, and where exactly it is locating, it is in the HDFS particular path location. Okay, so like this Hive table syntax will be there. If you are running this syntax in the Snowflake, definitely it won't work out. So how Snowflake DDL will be there? Create table name, column names. That's it. You are not maintaining any HDFS location, or you are not maintaining in the Parquet. Okay, that is one-time activity you need to set at the account level. Okay, which type of format you need to maintain in the Snowflake, that's your choice, but one-time activity. But for every table you will not be using this type of syntax. Okay, so you need to convert this DDL into the Snowflake. Okay, so I am saying responsibilities of the developer. Now I am entering into the project. Till now whatever I said, that is brief before project, what you should know. What right? Okay, that I explained. So first you need to convert the DDLs of the objects. Okay, from this I will remove this function, these two things. This is one time activity, rest of the things. Okay, this is different cases. Okay, so you should convert all tables, views, indexes, schemas. Everybody understood, right? What is schema? Tables will normally objects hierarchy, how it will be. So you will be maintaining the warehouse. Okay, complete warehouse means again you will be having the databases. Again inside that one you will be having the schemas. Again inside the schemas you will be maintaining the tables, metadata views. Okay, for each and every schema you will be having the this many type of objects will be there. Of course, procedures, functions, everything will be specific to the particular schema. If you want to maintain such type of things, okay, you can maintain. Okay, so at the already everybody knows that one, how it will be, how they will be maintaining the access control and all with the help of roles and responsibilities. Particular user, you need to create the role, and for that which user need to attach. So that kind of things you need to do. That is complete, we can say, schema information. So first you need to, as a developer, you need to convert schema information into the target system. That can be any Snowflake, that can be Redshift, that can be Azure Synapse, anything. Okay, whatever it may be, target system, you should maintain that one. Okay, first you need to migrate the schema,
Schema.
right? Next, what you should have, if you are doing business, you should not lose any data, previous data. So you should migrate the
All
data. Okay, data migration. So data migration means what I said,
Views. Table.
historical data.
Historical.
Source, okay, historical data. Another one is
Current data.
current data means delta data. Okay, so historical data is what? It is already processed data. Okay, so you will be having the different type of objects, different types of tables here. One is target table, source table. Normally source table data no need to maintain in the target system also, because it's already processed. Okay, so unprocessed data no need to maintain that one. So already processed data, whatever we are having the previous target tables, right? That target tables, target to target, we need to migrate. That we can say historical migration. This means target to target, right? Clear, right? Target table to target table, if you are doing that one, that you can say historical data migration. Next, delta data migration. You don't have the data, that will be generating by the applications, right? So if you have in hand, you will be one time activity you will do, but this is not like that. You will be in future also, you will be getting the data daily, or based on the frequency, maybe monthly, maybe yearly, maybe even minutes also, you will be getting the data. So that you cannot migrate. But what you need to do for that, you need to do setup first. Okay, so earlier how the system is there, you are getting the data from applications to the Hadoop environment. Okay, I'm saying here, so I'm assuming source environment is Hadoop. So you will be data from applications to the Snowflake daily. Daily you are getting to the Hadoop environment. Okay, so what you have to do here, same thing, whatever you are receiving to the Hadoop, right? So that you need to make the framework, or you need to automate that process into the system. That, okay, target system, you need to set up the delta data migration. Okay, data migration. So need to set up the delta data migration. Delta data ingestion automatically. Okay, అంతే కదా. We need to do setup automatic గా టార్గెట్ స్నోఫ్లేక్ సిస్టమ్ లోకి, లేదా Redshift, any system, we need to do setup to ingest the data into the source tables here, where the data will be ingested to the source tables. Here historical migration, target to target. So delta data, where you need to ingest to the source table. Clear, right? Data migration you have done. So what you need to do, another scenario, this is common scenarios. If any migration project, I'm not saying only for that Snowflake, it can be any target system, it can be any source system, but normal migration means these things required. So next, how you are doing analysis earlier with the help of source ETL tool scripts. Okay, ETL tools means Inside that one, definitely scripts will be generated. Some insert override statement, insert statement, filters, transformations, everything. Okay, you need to do replicate in the target system also. Okay, if you are applying one function here, same type of, because we should not lose business with our changes. That's the main agenda, because he should not lose any one record also. However, how earlier it is working, same way 100% it should work in the target system also. Okay, so earlier we are maintaining some scripts, right? Some HQL scripts or .sp store procedures or functions or some other ETL scripts. Okay, so these scripts needs to convert into the target system. Okay, so next, script conversion. Okay, let's take. Okay, few functions are there. Just don't write that one. Few functions are there in source system. Like Hadoop will support many functions. For example, I'm saying, okay, so many functions, CTL functions are there. Let's assume POS explode one of the function. Actually, this function is not there in the Snowflake. Maybe same type of function is there, but behavior is different. But what client need? So how the system is working earlier, same scenario, same way, same output should generate for the in the target system also. Means you need to create the
Same logic.
similar same logic functions in the target system. Okay, so what you can call that one, UDFs. Okay, user defined functions. Okay, sometimes this is comes under UDF part only. Okay, this is there may, if you maybe scenarios are there, you need to create the equivalent scenarios. I am saying in script conversion, what and all will come. Okay, one is equivalent scenarios we need to create. Let's take in Hadoop, people will be maintaining the partitions and bucketings. Okay, again I don't no need to explain that such type of basic things. Okay, not the basic, for you maybe it will be difficult, but it's we cannot go deep dive that one. That way we take lot of time for that. Okay, we are having different scenarios, but in Snowflake we are not maintaining any partitions externally, right? So we need to create the equivalent scenarios for that. Okay, some transformation functions, equivalent function will be there, but in target that function name will be different. Let's take example, in string is there. In string means particular character, particular string where exactly is there in the given string, that functionality. But coming to the Snowflake, that function is there. Another function also is there. Position function is there. Okay, Teradata position is there, but in string is not there. Okay, but equivalent function is there in the Snowflake. Okay, that is in string. Okay, you need to replace that type of functions. Okay, so that you need to identify and you need to do, means equivalent scenarios you need to do that one. Clear, right? Equivalent scenarios you need to identify. Next, wherever functions are not supported, you need to create the UDF functions. Next, sometimes along with migration, what client will ask na, so they will ask new requirements as well. Now let's come to the previous this one. So we are maintaining in the different environments, Hive, Teradata, Informatica as of now. So independently they are doing the analysis systems, right? Hive means Hadoop data only they are processing with that. Teradata means only Teradata scripts only they are processing. So there is no integration with the Hive and Hadoop, Informatica and Teradata as of now. So now client don't want to go with these environments. He want to migrate everything into the Snowflake. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
So going forward, these environments will not be there. So Teradata comes to the again Snowflake, Informatica comes to the again Snowflake, everything will comes to the end. But he needs to integrate using some other tool by connecting the Power BI or something. He is generating the reports with all the environments, all the environment data. But going forward, these environments will not be there. So directly he will be connecting with Snowflake only. So means he will be generating the Snowflake data only all the times. Yes or no? So you need to integrate these systems. Okay, how we will create that one? you need to build the relationships with the this environment's data. Sir, no, with environment's data. Previous relations, again, you will be maintaining same only. Along with that, this environment's data also you need to relate that one. How you will relate that one means you will be creating the surrogate key, natural key implementation. Surrogate key means primary key, foreign key implementation. Primary key, foreign key implementation solely. Sometimes we can say surrogate key, natural key. Some slight difference will be there that you can Google it easily. You can find that one. Okay, so this type of functions you will this type of keys you need to implement that one. That is one scenario. So integrate the environment data, and also sometimes client need some additional functions as well. Okay, let's take earlier system. System is generating some calendar, but going forward, client is expecting FC. Anyway, their business holidays, there is no data for that. No need to loop that one system. Okay, he wants to exclude the business holidays. Okay, so that type of exceptions will be there. Sometimes additional functions, of course, that time may not generate the old output how it is generating the source system, but he is FC is there, functional consultant. How he need that way you need to implement the data. Okay, so he will test that one. He will accept that one. So even the scenarios goes wrong, he will he is the responsible person for that. Okay, so some additional requirements implementation. He need to take care that one. Okay, sometimes additional requirements means again like enhancement of the query, enhancement of the query, or creating the new procedures. Okay, new creating the new procedures or creating the new statements. Okay, new scripts. Everything is a new requirement only. That also we need to incorporate in the existing scripts only. Okay, so these are all things we need to take care. Okay, so whenever you are migrating the data, you may face some issues like data type issues.
Data type issues.
Okay, in Snowflake we don't have JSON data type, but we have data type in the we have data type in the Hadoop. We have data type CSV data in the other environments. Snowflake also is there, of course. Okay, but you need to maintain the in the columns only. Okay, varchar data type is there in all the places. String data type here also string data type is there, but JSON data is this object type in Oracle we are having that collection. Okay, this type of data types are there not there in the Snowflake. Definitely you should maintain such type of things. You need to handle. Okay, so if this is the environmental issue. Okay, but you have to maintain properly the such type of things. Okay, what we can say that one. Oh, wow, exceptions. Exceptions are okay. No, don't go with this one. So we need to handle the different case scenarios that comes under equivalent scenarios. Okay. What are all the problems you may face? Let's take Hadoop. In Hadoop side, you will be processing the partition table. Only one partition data. Let's take daily. You will be getting the data. We are creating as a one partition, and you will be processing the only one partition table data. But in Hadoop, how it will be? See, everything system will be there in your on premises. You will be having good and good amount of warehouse for to process the data and all. But Snowflake, you need to why you are migrating the data into Snowflake to enhance the to utilize the cloud features. Wherever if you have less amount of data, you will be processing. You will be processing with less cost. Wherever if you are facing too much issues, that time you will be utilizing the bigger warehouse. Okay, so to utilize the cloud features, we are migrating. Okay, but in source systems, how it will be? You should purchase proper equipment for that before starting the business. Before starting the business, you should purchase on premises. But cloud not required that one. Whenever you will get, you will automatically scaling down, everything will happen. That for that just you need to do minimum setup. Building everything comes depends on the completely that one only. Okay, to utilize the cloud features. So you will be getting the some performance issues, right? So you need to handle the performance issues. Hadoop will process bigger amount of data with the same cluster only, but Snowflake can't process that complete at a time. So you need to create alternate for that. You need to use scenarios, okay, like aggregate functions all the times you are using, okay, in the to generate the reports, or let's assume you are joining some 10 tables, and frequently you are doing the counts, aggregated values, like first value, last update. It's okay, based on different columns, different transformation scenarios, you are executing the analytical functions, many things in the one query only. So all the times if you are running means, definitely warehouse will be going to the your source table, and it needs to extract the data, and it need to process the data. So definitely time consuming process. So instead of that, if you are creating the materialized view, in Snowflake, if you create the materialized view, so once you create that query in the Snowflake, so automatically it will be processed all the times. If in source one time it will execute, in source if something is added, automatically this material view will update it in Snowflake. But in normal view means, all the times it will go to the source tables only. Everybody knows that one, right? So in materialized view, it's not miss utilization of materialized views, and some scenarios, very complex query is there in the Hadoop side. So you need to tune that query. If you are going with the Snowflake now, so if you see that query information, query profiler, if you open that one, there is the tree structure completely, where exactly which join is taking time, and how many number of micropartitions are utilizing. Okay, everything we can see that one. So by seeing that analysis, you need to there you can see the spillover also for that. One second. Okay, so there may be different cases, right? You need to handle that one. So that break complex query, you need to breaking into the temporary table. Let's take an example. I will say select joins are there. Okay, from table one, table two, table 3, okay, like that I'm having some 20 tables are there, okay, and join conditions also we are having definitely minimum 20 to join this one, okay. Some join conditions are there. So this is very complex query. 20 table joins means definitely it's a very complex query. So instead of that, what you will do, you will join some 3 tables one place. Okay. These 3 tables, as it stored as a temporary. Normally, temporary table, what you will do? It is a session table. It won't store any data, and it will be storing only till 24 hours only. After that, anyway, you cost wise, you won't affect anything. Okay, so this you can breaking into multiple statements stored as a one temporary table. That again, this 3 tables data you will be storing as a one temporary table. Next 3 tables data you will be storing as a one temporary table. So like that, if you are like that, you will be. So how many tables we will be reducing? Maybe with the table one, table two, table three, you are having some 100 records. For your required data will be some 10 records only. So with these 3 tables, so unnecessarily in next query, no need to scan 300 records. You will be scanning the only 10 records, because these 3 tables data you will be stored as the one temporary table already. Okay, so that means you will be reducing the query data load on the query. Just if you are breaking the statements into multiple statements, okay, you should not be very less. It should not be more. Okay, it should be under the your RAM memory utilization. In query profiler, if you see that one, there you can see spillover option. It should not spill over. If it is going to spill over means, we don't know when it will complete. Okay, so it should not happen in the Snowflake. To reduce such type of scenarios, we need to break the statements into multiple statements and stored as a temporary tables that will be utilizing in the subsequent queries. So that query, there is no change in the output, that we need to maintain. Logically we should not change anything, but that process we are changing. That's it. Okay, that is one thing. Okay, let's just I will say some example. Breaking statement, complex statement into multiples. Complex statement into small statement stored in temp tables. Will be using in subsequent queries.
Subsequent queries means small queries.
Small queries. Just same query only. We are reforming the queries. That's it. Okay. So this is one thing. Still, it is not up to mark because we are using the very bigger tables. Transactional tables means you will be receiving the daily millions of records, right? So still it won't support. So what you will do normally, micro data, how it will be stored in the Snowflake? Micro partitions. Micro partition means it will be all the columns it will consider and it will sort the data. So but you are joining with order ID only. Okay, normally with order ID only data will be stored because it's a generated value. Let's assume it is not in the order in the transactional table. So if you order, easily you can pick and you can join, right? Two tables. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, let's take in the room many files are there. If you are maintaining file 1, file 2, file 3 with some ascending order, easily you can pick or not.
Yes.
That is correct, right? So in Snowflake also, if you are doing ordering, if you are maintaining storing the data in the proper order means easily system also will pick the data into the for the joining. Okay, that we can say in the cluster in the Snowflake. Okay, so cluster key implementation. I am saying very briefly. I am not going deep dive. Okay, cluster key implementation. Next, if still the table is data is ordered, we are maintaining the material views. Okay, already explained, right? MUs also using for the performance tuning activity. Still, it is not supporting. Still, performance issue is there. Then definitely you need to utilize the, even though whatever it may be, cost coming adding to the billing or doesn't matter, we need very urgent. So what you have to do, you should scale up your okay, increase the warehouse size. Okay, so increase the warehouse size. These things you need to, this is damn sure question. If you are coming to this question, then only I'm saying interview is at least okay. This question is not coming to you means you are not up to mark. I'm sure this I'm saying. Okay, this is mandatory question. If it is coming to you, this question, previous questions are he satisfied. Otherwise, he didn't satisfied. If he is taking minimum 30 minutes interview. Okay, so this question should come in Snowflake. Next, okay, you are done the script conversion, data migration, DDL conversion, everything. Next, so how you will say your conversion is correct or not?
Validation.
So you should do validation. How you will do the validation? How you will say your data is correct? How your script conversion is correct?
Compare with source to translate.
So how you will compare the source?
With respect
Size
to
of data warehouse.
Data warehouse, the size of the data warehouse, it's a processing completely. So whatever output is generating with previous system, same data should generate with new system.
system.
Okay, so what Hadoop is generating the output, okay, same data only needs to generate in the Snowflake as well. Then only your conversion is correct. If you don't have any additional requirement, Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
If additional requirements is there, may impact the output. If there is no any additional requirement, definitely it should be equal. Then only your output will be correct. Your script conversion will be correct. Otherwise, there is no use with your migration. Okay, because what he will assume previous system is 100% perfect. Okay, he will expect same data in the target system as well. Okay, so you have to do validate the data. How you will validate? So daily you cannot compare, because once it is settled down everything, source system will not be there. Before setting up these things, before running in production, you should validate your data in the dev or QA environments, multiple levels, FC testing, everything he has to do. And also develop, as a developer, you also need, before delivering the QA people, you should validate the data. Okay, you have the proof, I am running this data, so see my conversion is correct here, it came perfectly, that's why I'm delivering to you, like that you have to say. So how you will say confidently? You should do the unit testing. Okay, you will take some sample data. Maybe FC people will run with huge amount of data. He will take some past 1 year, 1 month or 1 year data, and he will run that one. But you cannot run that 1 year with 1 year data, because you will be implementing many scripts. But FC, for specific modules, specific persons may be there, less number of people, and also for conversion everything for you it will take more time. So you cannot handle complete 1 year data, but at least minimum things you need to take care of, either 1 or 2 days or 1 month data you need to take, and you need to test in the both the environments. Okay, so theoretically what I can say, some 2 days of snapshot data you can take into the systems, target and source systems. Okay, you will be having the some separate scale, separate environment to doing the analysis. Okay, this, let's assume in Hive also you will be having the dev environment, in Snowflake also you will be having the dev environment. So you will inject the same data in this one, both the environments, otherwise there is no use with that, right? Definitely, if the source data is different, you cannot say my conversion is correct, we cannot say that one. Okay, same data will inject in the both the environments. You will run the earlier HQL scripts, Hive scripts in the Hadoop side, and converted scripts in the Snowflake side. Okay, yes or no? With the work tables conversion, everything, script conversion, everything is done. You will be running the source scripts in the source systems, and say with the same data in the target system, by running your converted jobs in the target and source scripts in the source, and finally that output data whatever is there, that you need to compare with you need to compare. If both the places data is correct, then we can say our conversion is correct, because what FC will assume source system only correct. If you are showing same data in the target also, then only he will say your conversion is correct. Otherwise, he will say, he will reject that your converted script.
Yes, yes.
There will be some bug you need to identify. Okay, of course there will be some exceptions that we need to explain why this sometimes you will, because in source systems timestamp maintenance is different. Okay, target in Snowflake maintains file format, showing the format is different, microseconds everything is showing in the source Snowflake, that may not show in the
Hadoop.
Hadoop. Okay, so definitely we cannot show because it's the environmental issue. But this type of exceptions we can explain to the FC people easily. That's no issue. If you are using row number function, I think row number analytical function, everybody knows that one.
Yes.
Okay, if you have duplicate values, randomly it will generate the number. Okay, if we don't have any duplicate numbers, there is no issue. If we have the duplicate values, duplicate records, randomly it will be generating, because based on your ID, you are generating the ID. So that time, this type of scenarios we need to explain to the client. See, earlier also, even in Hadoop also, if you are running same query again and again, that will be generating the different record, since we are having the duplicate records. It may generate same record or may not generate same record. Same thing happens in Snowflake also. Sometimes whatever he is getting, you also may get the same thing. But sometimes it may not. Okay, so this type of environmental issue or functional issues, we need to explain to the FC people, that we can say we can take approval from the client. These are all the exceptions. You should ignore this type of cases, because in these problems are there with the system environment or with the source system as well. So such type of things. And also one more issue, daylight issue. I think if you have real time experience, daylight issues. So normally, if you are doing transactions from November to March, okay. So at the time of 12 o'clock, 11 to 1 o'clock, between those timings, if you are doing the transactions, there may be delay. Okay, some little bit, matter of microseconds or milliseconds or seconds, depends on the system. Definitely, that if you are googling that, easily you can identify that one, which system, how much lagging is there. Okay, so such type of issues we need to identify, because client will expect same output, but this is the environmental issue. This may generate differently, that may generate differently. Okay, you are assuming source system is correct, but same type of things may not support in the Snowflake. That is the environmental issue. As a developer, we cannot do anything. But a slight difference only, that you need to consider that one. So this type of things we need to take approval from the client. This comes under everything validation. Next, once validation done, what you will do? Definitely, you need to automate the process, right? Okay, scheduling. As of now, you are doing the job by job, you are manually running and manually converting and everything. Okay, so script conversions for all the jobs you are done, everything, validations also, everything is done. So you need to automate the jobs. In source systems, already it is running the jobs daily. Daily, based on the frequency, based on the cron time job settings, the jobs are running. So same way you need to automate that one. So maybe client will use same job scheduler, or he may use different scheduler in the target system. So that depends on the client. Okay. Let's assume if he is using control M job scheduler in the source system, means Hadoop system. In Snowflake, he might be using Airflow. Okay. With the same dependencies, whatever we are having, means dependencies means predecessor and successor jobs. Same dependencies and same, right? We should not change the timings also, because business data may change. Okay, same scheduling times. Okay, so everything, by keeping that one, we need to migrate, we need to do setup, automate the our job running. Okay, this we can think. Next, apart from that, client requirement migration, he may, because why he is migrating, because he wants some more that old system. Yes or no?
Yes.
Definitely. Otherwise, why he again he will give project to the people and okay, why he unnecessarily spend the money and all. Yes or no? Definitely, he will be using the some other features or some other use cases. Okay, you need to utilize the processed data. Yes or no? Okay, so you need to share the data to the end user or generating the BA reports. Yes or no? Normally, data will be processed data where you will use. Definitely for generating some reports or showing some dashboards or some data science for advertisement purpose, mailing, SMS, whatever it may be, some advertisement purpose, suggestions purpose. Okay, to know the end user, like business people will be the developers is separate, users will be separate, and what we can say, business shareholders. Okay, you need to all the times you need to showcase the shareholders also. This much profit is happening this day, this. Okay, the graphs, everything we need to showcase to the end users, stakeholders and all, everything, right? So you need to utilize that. Okay, so how you will do that one? Maybe in Hadoop system they are extracting the data and they are keeping, they are to using with some other tool. Maybe going forward also he will be using the same tool, or he may use different tools. Yes or no? Nowadays we are getting the Power BI, especially with powerful tool to generate the reports, BI reports and all, right? So these type of features may want to use definitely. So for that, what you have to do? You need to share the data to the people. So for that, what required? You need to create the share options in the Snowflake. Yes or no? Not only in Snowflake, maybe some name will be different, but usage will be like that only. Any system, Redshift or Synapse, anything. Okay, so usage will be there. Okay, you need to create the share. So how we will share the data to the end users? You need to create the reader account, and if you want to give write access or not, that depends on the requirement. Okay, you need to share the data or everything to the end user. Okay, so that is one of the option. So shares option normally directly sometimes may not go with the single table. We need to join with multiple tables. So instead of running all the times, you will be creating the materialized views. Yes or no? Because he may use the aggregated values only all the times. Okay, so that time instead of giving performance issues, we may create as a material view, and that will be giving to the end user. Sometimes he may use direct table data only. Of course, in real time, for sharing the data only, separate team will be there. Not the person, separate team will be there sometimes. Okay, this is the migration project. Anywhere, maybe my English is not that much good because I am not saying, not telling any classes. Okay.
ఇంకోటి థర్డ్ పార్టీ టూల్స్ ఏమైనా యూజ్ చేస్తారా మైగ్రేషన్ కి?
See, data ingestion purpose I said, right? So I didn't explain, just simply I explained the historical and data migration. Okay, correct. These 2 points I didn't explain. These points I explained clearly, but these things, yeah. Let's again explain that one first. Conversion of DDLs. Okay, so each and every table DDL you cannot convert manually. Okay, for that you need to do automate. Okay, so sometimes people may create some utilities means some Python program or some any JavaScript Java program to convert these DDLs into the Snowflake DDLs. Okay, though whatever syntactical change is there, that everything they will change that one using some Ansible scripts are there. Okay, some different that is a programming language scripts. Okay, that's those scripts they will use, and they will convert the DDLs into the Snowflake. Okay, inside that what they will be inside that one, if you are adding any additional columns, that not randomly, for each and every table. Let's take, if you are getting the data from the source system, so which time you are loading the data into the Snowflake means data like time entry timestamp you need to inject the data, and also from which file you are injecting the data. Okay, so this type of information, if you want to add before loading the table data into the table, you can add that one. Yes or no? There is a while loading the data into the Snowflake, you can use that option, metadata dollar file name, metadata row number. Okay, so this type of things we can add current timestamp additionally, because this data are not coming from the source systems. If you want to generate that columns values, okay, but you should have the schema information in the table. Yes or no? That columns you need to create. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
So that columns, that additional columns implementation. Yeah, I said already. JSON file format data type is not there in the Snowflake, but it is there in the Hadoop.
Hadoop.
Okay, so you need to use the alternate data types. Okay, so this we can say data type mapping. So before starting the project, you should
Analysis.
analyze these type of things. Okay, so data type mappings. Okay, any adjustments you need, data timestamp format, how it will be. Okay, whether you need how it is there in the source system, same way you need, or any different type format you need. Okay, these type of things you need. Okay, any additional columns are required. Everything you need to analysis, and you need to incorporate in the your DDL framework. Yes or no? Okay, this is DDL migration. Okay, next data migration. Data migration means from source systems to the target
system.
that is source systems. For you, source system is what?
Analysis.
Hadoop is earlier you are using for the analysis purpose, but yeah, for here data where it exactly generating. some applications, some Oracle applications, some SAP applications, or some mobile applications, some Java application, anything. Okay, some microservices. Data generators are those applications only, right? Yes or no? So from that data will be injected to the your system, your Snowflake. That you need to do setup. Of course, one-time activity you need to do. Historical data, if you're already using the system for analysis purpose, that target table data, historical data migration, you need to do one-time activity. So for that, we are having different scenarios. To load the data into the Snowflake, we are having many systems. Not only storage integration, not only internal stages and all, we will be having some UTL tools like Matillion tool, Informatica. This kind of ETL tools will be using directly to the Snowflake. That depends on the client requirement. He don't want to use people to use this to monitor this type of jobs. Everything he wants to do will automate like Medallion tool. Simply he will connect the systems with source systems like where the data is generating. So system will be connecting with data, so that systems, and directly it will be injecting to the Snowflake. Or what he will do, so this applications data he will be keeping one place. Either he can be using some SFTP servers, okay, any servers he will be keeping, or any AWS, Azure, GCP storages like GCP means Google Proc, or blob storage in Azure, S3 in AWS. Okay, so this type of external environments he may use for storage the data temporarily, not for permanent. Processing purpose, everything maintaining in the Snowflake. But temporarily, he wants to hold some time data in the some environment. That scenario. But we need to do setup to get the data to the particular area from the applications. Okay, that setup we need to do, and from that data will be injected to the Snowflake. So that again, from here also you can use the ETL tools to migrate the data, or from here you can create the Snowflake feature we can utilize here. Okay, Snowpipe automation, automatic ingestion. Yes or no?
Yes.
So this type of things we can use here. For historical migration also, even no need to manually, he don't want to do. Okay, he wants to do automation directly. He will connect the Hadoop system with the ETL tools like Matillion or Informatica or any data, anything. Okay, directly he will connect the historical data, and he will inject the data into the Snowflake. Okay, so these things, everything he needs to do. Okay, if you want to utilize the historic Snowflake features, means he has to create the in project level. Definitely, he should have the proper locations, proper security features, because cloud anybody can use. So if you are not providing the proper security things, definitely there is a chance to get hacked. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you should have the proper credentials, proper secret, proper security mechanism to that one, right? So for that you need to create the integration, and you need to create the file formats in Snowflake. So even in both ways we need to integrate the system with external systems. Okay, so yes, if we are creating the extra integration in the Snowflake, it will be generating some external ID, and that we need to integrate with AWS S3 or Azure or GCP, whatever it may be. Okay, so in both the ways, that agreement means that it should access proper access and maintenance of access. Okay, so if it is AWS means we need to create the IAM module. Okay, users you need to create, and you need to assign the roles. You need to create the roles. So for that roles you need to assign the users. Okay, and you need to create the buckets. So for that bucket also you need to create the policies. Okay, so that policies you need to attach with your role. Okay, that role information and bucket information. Okay, location details. If you want to use multiple buckets, means you can create multiple buckets, you can create security IAM features, and that in this information will be using while creating the integration. Okay, so that it will be generating the external ID. That external ID will be attached to the AWS S3 trust relationship. Okay, role trust relationship, there is a feature. So అది చెప్తా ఒకసారి. ఓకే, డేటా ఎలా లోడ్ చేస్తాం ఫ్రమ్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్ స్టేజ్ అనేది. సో అప్పుడు అది చెప్తాను. ఓకేనా, సో అది మెయింటైన్ చేయాలా. తర్వాత వీ నీడ్ టు మెయింటైన్ ద ఫైల్ ఫార్మాట్, అండ్ ఆల్సో వీ నీడ్ టు మెయింటైన్ ద స్టేజెస్. Okay,
Layers.
all the single stage may not use because we will be receiving different file formats. Okay, so we need to maintain the separate. Even if we can maintain with single file format also, but all the times you cannot change the. But real time normally how it will be na. So everything automated. No, normally people won't run manually, yeah, especially in production. Of course, for development activities, we will run multiple times, but in real time it will be automation. Okay, so there to handle very difficult to handle such type of scenarios. So for that, you will be having the multiple stages. Okay, for JSON separate stage and CSV separate stage, for Avro separate, for Parquet separate. So like that, you will be maintaining, and you will be creating the for delta data injections and all. You will be creating the
On stage.
snow pipes.
Okay.
Okay, if you want to use the Snowflake features only. If you don't want to go with the third party tool, then we can use that one. So this much noise not required. Okay, then you will be using the ETL tools directly. I think everything completed for the migration project. I guess if you have any doubts, you can ask me. No issue.
ఒక ఒక ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ నుంచి ఇంకొక ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ కి కోడ్ మూవ్మెంట్
అది గిట్ టూల్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా కోడ్ మైగ్రేషన్ మీన్స్ నార్మల్లీ యూ విల్ బి యూజింగ్ సమ్ టైమ్స్ ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ యూజింగ్ క్లౌడ్ ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్స్ టెరాఫార్మ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ ఎస్విఎన్ గిట్ బకెట్ బిట్ బకెట్స్ అండ్ ఆల్ సోర్స్ మూమెంట్ దట్
So
విల్ బి
means
యూజింగ్ దట్స్ కామన్
equally production
code
commands.
and procedures, functions, stable DDLs. We need to transfer the code to other environment, right? Test environment, production.
that's deployment. Deployment already I said, right? Git so once you developed everything in the dev environment, you will be committing your code in the Bitbucket or anything. Maybe you only doing deployment everything means you will be people will be having the tools, automation tools. Okay, Jenkins kind of things. Okay, CI/CD pipelines you will be use that one. So with CI/CD pipelines you will be deploying your tables, scripts, everything in the all the environments. That is common scenario.
Data movement ఒక environment నుంచి ఒక environment.
Data movement అదే data migration, historical migration.
డెవలప్మెంట్ నుంచి టెస్టింగ్ కి మనం డేటా మూవ్ చేయాలంటే
Normally one time activity we will be doing for historical kind of things for prod. So you need to clone the production data into the dev or clone dev environments. That is the advantage of clone Snowflake feature. Okay, you will be cloning sample data into the dev or QA environment. You will be testing with that, or you will generating the data as well. That is complete utilization of the Snowflake features. I will say that one.
సపోజ్ మనం ఒక 1 GB ఫైల్ వస్తుంది దాని 1 GB
Okay, so if you are having huge amount of data, okay, let's take Hadoop. Maybe we'll be having the 1 TB files also in Hadoop. So even I did 1 TB file. It's not like- So at a time we cannot migrate the at a time we cannot copy the data into the storage integration. Means in AWS or Azure. So you need to breaking into the multiple chunks. Okay, so that will be easily utilized. You can push the data into the AWS S3. So there even from AWS S3 to Snowflake also it is difficult. So there you can create the many temporary tables with the same schema information. So you can insert, you can run the copy commands manually. One time activity means this type of things we need to do for only very bigger files. Means it will be definitely historical data only. So we need to create a multiple chunks, and that will be loading into the temporary tables. That temporary tables one time activity, right? So insert into the one target table.
సపోజ్ we are using 1 TB of file in S3.
Hmm.
How can we split that one into small?
For that we are having many tools.
Can we write a glue job?
Yeah, that you can use multiple options, third party tools, any jobs. Okay, I'm not aware of that glue and all, but definitely options will be there to break the files into multiple files. If you are doing from source system directly, then here itself you can break the files. In Hadoop na, it will be part files and buckets will be there. Okay, so you can one by one you can move the data into the AWS S3 or somewhere. It depends on the utilization of the client utilization tools. What client is using, so those tools you need to use to break the files into multiple files
For loading time.
for loading time.
After
Generally,
loading, we
we
can
have-
create the
How
multiple
many layers we have? Consumption layer, stage layer, intermediate layer. Like that.
See, if you are keeping temporarily, if you are holding the data in the temporary layer, that is the stage.
Yes.
Okay. So if you are using for the business analysis purpose, that already processed data, that is the target consumption layer. That is okay. Names if you want. Okay. So where you are getting the data, raw data, that is the source table. Okay. So intermediate, if you are processing data, temporary table creation and script you are running, right? So in between whatever is there, right? It is a partially transformed data. Okay. So raw data where you will be having in source table, L1 tables. You will be having L1, L2, L3. Okay, in one company. So in my company, I am saying L1 table, L2 table, L3 table like that. Maybe in your company, consumption layer, maybe mid process layer and source layer. Okay, like that you can say your words, whatever you want.
We create different layer. We
In say in data factory scenarios, normally people will say that is gold layer, silver layer, bronze layer, like that. People scenarios usage of words is different, changing to one company to another company or one environment to another company. But actual migration means maybe word is different, scenario is same. If you are coming to the basic word, it is the source, it is the intermediate, it is the target. Okay, if you want you can change the names for that.
how frequent we truncate the stage tables? Raw
But
data only there.
stage table, that's depends on the client requirement. Let's say till let's say you are running in the jobs, you deployed everything in the production. Okay, few days you need to monitor. Okay, it is a very sensitive information. Definitely we will be maintaining 1 year data. If it is that much not sensitive, maybe maintaining 3 months.
Raw data also we maintain that one.
Yeah, definitely. Initial days you cannot. You need to identify. You need to clear the problems, right? First. Okay. So for that, how many days to get the clarity and it's running fine. How you will get, when you will get confidence. Till that time, you will be maintaining the previous historical source data and even target tables, everything. You will be in time travel feature is there, right? So that also you can utilize. Okay, it depends on case to case. Okay, so once everything is fine, people very sensitive data only, people will be created as a permanent table. Otherwise, people will go with transient tables. Okay, if anything went wrong, maximum last 7 days. If he can able to identify, he can recover the data with transient table.
Yeah.
Permanent table, very sensitive information means he will be maintaining the 90 days of
90 days
retention period.
is also.
Okay, so work tables and all intermediate daily trunk and load, that's not required. No need to maintain. That created as a temporary table.
Stage
Okay, a source table anyway you will be maintaining in a max to max data you will be processing. If you want, if something went wrong with the current job or 1 week, last 1 week, you will be maintaining only last 1 week of data. So rest of the data will be you will be purging. Okay, so that you will purging process you will be automatic that one. That is for that we'll be having the purge framework separately. Purge jobs will be there. That will be removing the old data. So like that we need to create the business scenario. Based on the business scenario, we will be creating the purge scripts and all.
In real-time projects,
Real-time projects also like
real-time
that.
project, we prevent AC type 1 or type 2.
All the things it depends on.
In one layer we maintain AC type 1, in one layer AC type 2.
It's not like that. Even for a consumption layer also, we will be maintaining some different scenarios. Okay, so like you are saying you are having one scenario, so you will be generating data for only yesterday. Okay, only for yesterday. So there is no use with old data, right? So what you will do daily, you will remove the data from previous day and you will be insert the current day. That's it.
In AC type 2, we will maintain historical data also. Right?
Yes, that is complete warehouse scenarios. Okay, yes, topic wise, we need to add that one. SCD type 1, type 2, type 3, everything I will show you, but not. It's
Are you
already.
using any, are you right? We are using generic store procedures in real time.
Mm. Everything you need to write the generic sometimes automatically dynamic SQL if you know that
Yes,
one.
I know.
Okay, based on the condition, based on the scenario, based on the region, you will be generating your queries. Okay, only one query you will generate. but in different case to case, it will be generating the separate query. Means where classes, filter classes, joins. It will be changing case to case. It's completely depends on the developer mindset and how we can say architect. Okay, how they want to implement in that way. We need to create that.
Generally, how many virtual warehouses you have?
That depends. For data loading purpose, normally people will be using the 2x large. For
2x.
small amount, 2x large will be using for data loading.
2 large.
2x.
2x.
Okay. So normally, sometimes again there also will be having different scenarios. Few files you will be receiving very small. For that you will be having separate warehouse, and that depends on the client requirement. If you are going with very bigger company like Amazon and all, maybe few jobs, maybe 4x large also they will run. Normally, if they are running with small amount of data, medium size, it depends on the case to case.
Maximum 6XL, right?
ఎడిషన్స్ వచ్చినట్టల్లా వర్షన్స్ వచ్చినట్టల్లా చోటు చేస్తూ ఉంటాడు.
ఇంకొకటి మనం మైగ్రేషన్ చేస్తుంటాం కదా, ఇప్పుడు స్నోఫ్లేక్ టీమ్స్ ఏమైనా ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవుతారా మన కాల్స్లో?
If you don't know administration wise, if you don't know the maintenance, how to use, or somewhere you are getting issues while integrating the systems with other environment, so that times they will help definitely. If you are requesting the Snowflake people, definitely they will assist us.
How to handle errors when loading the raw data, suppose from S3?
Yeah, there is options, copy options, right? That is okay, again data loading issues complete. I'm not explaining that complete features.
No.
Only project only explained. Okay, so again data loading I will take separate class. Architecture I will take separate class. For Snowflake features I will take separately. Just I explained only project only.
Today.
Nothing explained. Even how existing systems like how metadata will share the data. These things I have not explained anything. Just I have given very brief about databases, existing systems, very high level. Okay, very high level I am saying, not the complete. Okay, can I stop the recording?
Yes.